Hey everyone, welcome to Alpha Insights. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Hope. Great to have you with us. And hey, if you have questions while you're listening, drop them at stockalpha.ai.
All right, let's jump in. Two state-level stories this morning that matter for cannabis investors. Ohio cleared an administrative step for a referendum that would roll back recent restrictions on its voter-approved adult use law. And in Idaho, advocates say they've collected about 45,000 signatures toward a medical cannabis amendment for the November ballot.
Both are process-driven, but that momentum is exactly what investors watch. Policy still drives a lot of demand in the U.S. cannabis market, so even early steps like certified petition language or a big signature haul can change expectations.
Let's unpack Ohio first. Certification of the petition language basically means organizers can start gathering signatures in earnest. It doesn't mean the referendum is on the ballot yet, but it clears an important procedural hurdle.
Right. If they ultimately qualify and voters approve a repeal of the new restrictions, that could restore broader adult use provisions and undo tighter hemp rules. For operators, that can mean more retail openings and a larger addressable market, but timing matters a lot here.
Exactly. Even if voters say yes, rules, licensing, and implementation take time. We're talking months to see meaningful revenue flow into corporate results, and specifics of licensing will determine which companies benefit first.
And don't forget validation. Signature gathering sounds simple, but secretaries of state can invalidate a chunk of signatures. So the next things to watch are how many signatures get validated and whether campaigns clear the thresholds to actually make the ballot.
Switching to Idaho, 45,000 signatures is notable because Idaho has been a conservative outlier on cannabis. If that campaign keeps momentum and makes the November ballot a successful vote, would create a medical market from scratch.
Which translates into opportunities across the value chain: licenses for cultivation, processing, testing, retail. Companies that are nimble and have the balance sheet to enter new states could see upside over time, but again, it's a multi-step process.
From a market perspective, these policy catalysts often move the broad US cannabis ETF that many investors use as a sector barometer, and they lift names with retail footprints and state-level operations. Think Trulieve, Tilray, Green Thumb, and Curaleaf.
Totally. Expect trading volume to pick up around validation and ballot deadlines, and watch for company statements about state entry plans. Flow into that broad ETF can be an early signal investors are rotating into the theme.
But don't be tempted to chase the headline. These are early-stage, process-heavy stories. If you're invested, focus on companies with clear state strategies and balance sheets that can handle the timing risk.
Good risk checklist. 1. Monitor signature validation and official filings. 2. Watch ballot deadlines and certification calendars. 3. Track implementation language if a measure passes. Licensing rules decide who wins and how fast.
Also keep an eye on the macro angle. State momentum can feed federal conversations on cannabis banking and taxation. A few more state wins could nudge policymakers, but that's a longer game.
So, for actionable watching, monitor flows into the sector ETF, trading volumes in the big US-listed operators we mentioned, and any company press releases about readiness to enter Ohio or Idaho. Those are the immediate market signals.
Quick practical note: if you're thinking about exposure, an ETF gives diversified policy sensitivity. Individual stocks are higher conviction plays and need deeper due diligence on state plans and balance sheets.
And remember, even if voters approve changes, revenue effects usually show up over the following quarters, not overnight. Plan for volatility around milestones and don't let a headline drive a panic trade.
To wrap up, here are the key takeaways.
1. Ohio's petition certification and Idaho's 45,000 signature milestone raise the odds of expanded access, but both are still procedural and will take time.
2. Watch the broad US cannabis ETF for flow patterns, plus names with strong state footprints like Trulieve, Tilray, Green Thumb, and Curaleaf for company-specific moves.
3. Focus on validated signatures, ballot deadlines, and implementation language. Those details determine which companies benefit and when revenue shows up.
Got questions? We'd love to hear from you. Head over to stockalpha.ai where you can ask us anything and we'll answer live. And while you're there, check out more market content.
Thanks for listening. We'll keep tracking these stories and bring you updates as things move. Catch you next time on Alpha Insights.